Surface often seems more important than substance. The masks people wear can easily hide who they truly are. But here's the good news. You don't need to be a psychologist to see through the disguise. There are two subtle, but powerful, signals that reveal someone's true character. Tiny cracks where authenticity shines through, often in the moments they least expect it. These aren't mysteries. They show up in simple, everyday actions. But if you look closely, they can reveal everything. Imagine being able to see beyond words, to read the silent language of the soul, to sense who someone really is, not in what they say, but in how they exist. Once you recognize these two signs, you'll never see people the same way again. And maybe you'll even see yourself more clearly. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to Jolie Inspires, a channel dedicated to awakening, healing, and elevating your inner world. Carl Jung once said, "The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed." But here's the deeper question. How does someone behave when the other person has nothing to offer? No status, no advantage, no influence. That's when their true essence is revealed. Watch carefully. How do they treat a waiter, a janitor, a stranger asking for directions, or someone who makes a small mistake? A kind person shows no distinction. Their compassion isn't performance. It's who they are. But arrogance toward the powerless, that's not strength. It's insecurity wearing a mask. A desperate attempt to feel important, born from the fear of being insignificant. These subtle interactions, thanking a barista, showing patience to a receptionist, respecting someone who can't repay them, are windows into a person's maturity. Psychologists agree, the small, ordinary behaviors often reveal far more than big, dramatic gestures. Because when there's nothing to gain, what's left is truth. Now pause and ask yourself, how do I treat those who have nothing to give me? Do I rush past, or do I slow down enough to acknowledge them, even with just a smile? Authenticity doesn't shout, it whispers through quiet choices. The second sign is just as powerful: promises. A promise isn't just words. It's a mirror of character. When someone gives their word, they're not only committing to you, they're showing how much they value truth, trust, and integrity. Even the smallest promises matter. Showing up on time, returning a call, following through on casual commitments. Character isn't forged in dramatic moments. It's built in the small, consistent ones. As Jung once said, you are what you do, not what you say you'll do. A person who keeps their word, even when it's inconvenient, is showing you their internal compass, that rare alignment between actions and values. But what about broken promises? That reveals just as much. Do they admit their mistake? Offer an honest explanation? Take responsibility? Or do they shift blame, minimize the damage, and move on as if nothing happened? As Brené Brown reminds us, owning a broken promise with sincerity is not weakness. It's emotional maturity, and that's what you're looking for. Not perfection, but integrity. So notice the patterns. Do they overpromise and underdeliver? Or do they consistently keep their word? Quietly, without seeking applause. Because someone who honors the smallest commitments is often the one you can count on when it really matters. And again, turn inward. Do you keep the promises you make to others and to yourself? Because self-respect is built through consistency, by living in alignment with your word. In the end, these two signs, the way someone treats those who cannot repay them, and how they honor their promises, are reflections of the soul. So the next time you meet someone new, don't be blinded by charm or charisma. Pay attention to how they act when no one's watching. That's where the truth lives. And remember, authenticity isn't just something you search for in others. It's something you must nurture within yourself. If this message moved you, inspired you, or gave you clarity, don't forget to subscribe to Jolie Inspires and share this video with someone who values depth over appearances. Here, we're not just growing, we're transforming.